So now let me take a moment to read the bio of our distinguished speaker. Our distinguished speaker for this afternoon is a graduate of medicine at De La Salle Health Science Institute. Her love for kids and passion to help them grow healthy made her pursue pediatric specialization. Currently a full-time pediatrician, practicing for 18 years around hospitals and clinics in Laguna. She is also a fellow of Philippine Pediatric Society of the Philippines. She has served as a volunteer doctor, reaching out to various tribes locally and abroad through churches for 12 years with MD Team, a parachurch ministry. In 2017, God called her to marry Pastor Ricky Saiko. Her season changed and she begins to serve full-time at Lake City Church Ministry, helping her beloved husband. From supporting pastor in his calling to compiling and helping and simplifying teaching lessons to prepare meals for church lunches, to teaching kids, counseling youth, and leading women. Furthermore, her encounter with the hurting, the abused, abandoned, and confused in the church led her to pursue further studies, taking masters in Christian counseling at Alliance Graduate School, now on her internship year. Overall, she is an advocate of holistic health and healing. She believes that God called her using every bit of skills and knowledge she gained as a doctor and counselor for His glory. Friends, let's give a round of applause to Dr. Jedeline Idadan Saiko.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think there is more to add on to that bio that was mentioned earlier because you see, I'm a pediatrician, so maybe you're wondering, she's not a dance expert, so why is she gonna talk about it? But later on, I will tell you that I'm really fit to discuss this one. Yeah, because later on, you will get to know it. So, may I know, who among you here, just give me a raise of hand, who among you here can dance perfectly following every steps? Wala pong movers or dancer dito? How about, who among you can dance? Yan! So, almost everybody can dance, ano? And I am so humbled now to speak with you and share with you my knowledge with regards to the benefits of dancing. So I will speak in the perspective of a doctor and might as well share with you my experiences in dancing. So on the next slide, you will see here the top 3 main causes of death in the Philippines. So this is the latest po. This is from last year and reported this April 2024. So the top 3 are ischemic heart disease, lack of oxygen in the heart, boom, stroke ang effect. And then neoplasms or cancer. And then third, cerebrovascular diseases, which includes hypertension. How many of you here are hypertensive? Sino pong mga high blood? Or sinong classmate ko rito sa maintenance? Oh, di ba? Marami kaming, nagme-maintenance na rin po ako. So, these top 3 causes, death po, sila rin yung top 3 diseases. So, top 3 reasons why Filipino die. And also top 3 reason of the illnesses, top 3 na illnesses ng mga Pilipino. So both for men and women. So what did you notice sa tatlong to? These 3 are known as non-communicable diseases. Number one, they are chronic. Hindi po yan nangyari kahapon. Na pagising mo, nagulat ka, high blood ka na. Unless nakita mo yung husband mo na iniinis ka, ma-high blood ka talaga, di ba? So, but this one, it didn't happen last night, the other month, or just last year. This is cumulative. It is already lingering, starting to accumulate in your body. Yung po ang ibig sabihin ng non-communicable. Another one, non-communicated, meaning you don't get it from another person. It's not like pneumonia. When someone cough at you, then you'll have cough as well. Pero po to hindi. Okay? So this is not transmitted. The common causes or factors include genetics. You have it in your family. So pag kayo po, you have it already in your parents, they are hypertensive, they have these diseases, 10 to 50% chance you might also have it. And then physiology. People in the mountains respond differently in terms of their blood flow, outflow, and inflow versus those who are in the lowland. Kaya di ba yung mga nasa kapatagan hinihingal pag pumupunta ng bundok? Tapos pag pumunta kayo dun sa bundok, makita niyo yung mga naglalakad, petiks-petiks lang. Parang wala lang po, di ba? It's because their body have adapted. And actually, epigenetics says, naka-embed na yon sa genes nila. And then, environment. Of course, if you are living in a toxic, abusive, stressful environment, you might as well develop these three. And then, behavior. One thing common about these three diseases is the choices, yung behavior. Behavior is related to our choices. Kaya nga po ang tawag din sa tatlong ito ay lifestyle diseases. Can you face the person beside you, sabihin mo, make right choices? Yes, kanina I heard Doc Melody, she was teaching us about the right food, about right choices in terms of choosing what we're gonna eat. So, ano po ba kinakain nyo? Anong ginagawa nyo? Anong pinipili nyo? So, that's why choices. Kaya, kung pinili mong hindi i-manage yung stress mo well, you might develop these diseases. If pinili mo kumain ng kumain without being mindful of what you're eating, you might develop this as well. So that's why it's lifestyle choices. Next slide. Now, they also have this recent survey, that 76% of Filipino, the reason daw that they are not that active well is because of lack of motivation. Okay, they lack motivation, and at the same time, they lack time. Okay? And they belong daw to this generation called Generation O. So tignan natin, if you belong to this generation. People who are overworked. Sino mga overworked dito? Diba? Overworked. Overwhelmed. Sa dami ng gagawin. Overwhelmed. And then, overweight. Sige, ngiti na lang po kayo. So, another thing po, these three contributes to the development of these diseases. So, what do we say about these three? It is preventable po. It is preventable. If you have make the best choices, it can lead to your best health. And if you choose to have a healthy lifestyle, it can lead to healthy you. That's the reason why I discuss this first, para bigyan kayo ng overview. Para malaman niyo yung hugot ko, bakit kailangan ko pong ituro sa inyo yung benefit of dancing. Because, voila, it will prevent you from having these diseases. Okay, so going further, one way, earlier, na-discuss po sa inyo about the diet. So it's one way to become healthy. Plus, exercise. Okay, we have to move. No? Kailangan galaw-galaw. Diba? Sabi nga kanina, baka puro na lang kayo panonood. Less movement. You walk, but not really moving. Alam niyo po ba yun? I remember my coach telling me, you're walking but you're not moving. Paano nangyari yun? So anyways, one of the best way po also, no, apart from the food, right food that you're going to eat, is movement, exercise. Now, there are two types of exercise, the aerobic and the anaerobic. So, masyadong medical yung term. Hindi ko napapansinin yung isa, but I will focus on this, what we call aerobic exercise. Pag sinabi nating aerobic, there's the word there, air. Because it is fueled by oxygen. It needs oxygen. When you do this exercise, you need oxygen. So, ito yung nangyayari when you exercise. When you exercise, of course, ano po nangyayari? You move a lot, di ba? And then, when you move a lot, you start breathing fast and deeply. Sino pa nag-exercise pala rito? Ayan. And then after that, maliban doon, syempre, dahil huminga ka na mabilis, malalim, tataas yung pulso mo. So there is an increase in heart rate. And these two things will cause what? Will cause an increased blood flow. Yung daloy ng dugo sa katawan po, iikot. Iikot po siya. Tapos sa pag-ikot nga, lahat maiikutan niya. Hanggang kalit-liitan ng muscle mo at everything that is everything in your body, the smallest cell, the smallest muscle, everything, smallest blood vessel, maiikutan. No, this is how efficient the blood flow will going to be when you exercise. And then as it circulate, of course, what's in the blood? Oxygen. So yung oxygen na dadala sa buong katawan. So yung halimbawa yung puso nyo na tumitibok-tibok, merong blood vessel. Alam nyo ba yung puso, taga-pump yan ng blood, ng oxygen, pero kailangan niya rin ng blood, ng oxygen, kasi muscle siya eh. So, when you exercise, yung blood flow or oxygen, no, maganda doon within your heart. Okay? And then, as you distribute the oxygen through this efficient blood flow, it causes what? It causes to burn the carbohydrates and fats in your muscles. That's why exercise make you burn calories. So yung good blood flow with good oxygen flow, nadi-divide or nabubroken down yung mga tinatago yung taba-taba, yung fats and carbohydrates. And then what happened to them? They are used again as energy. Okay? So, yan po yung physiology of exercise. I hope na paliwanag ko po sa inyo kasi one book po yan sa amin. So, what happens when we do aerobic exercise? It will strengthen your heart and lungs. It will improve your endurance. It will give you more energy. Kasi nga, ang dami mong energy na naipon. Kasi ang daming na-breakdown, di ba? So, you will need energy in everything else. And it will improve health markers. When we say improve health markers, gaganda yung level of cholesterol mo, gaganda yung blood sugar mo, and improve stamina. Also, helps in the weight management. So, one form of aerobic exercise is dance. Okay? Sino po sa inyo dito willing mag-treadmill? Alam niyo yung treadmill? Between treadmill and dance, anong mas gusto niyong gawin? Dance. Kasi yun yung emphasis natin ngayon, dance. Kaya dapat dance tayo, okay? So, why? Because it's easier. Dance is easier, right? You don't need equipments. Sometimes you can even dance on your own. And you don't have to go to gym to dance. Click-click ka lang. Nowadays, open mo lang yung YouTube or wherever online and then watch there and then follow the steps, di ba? Or just play a music and then you can dance, no? So, nothing na extravagant or nothing na marami pang busisi. So, dancing actually, according to American Heart Association, this is from their journal, getting just 20 to 30 minutes a day of aerobic exercise can actually improve your heart ability to function dramatically and reduce you from developing these diseases, the one that I mentioned earlier. 20 20 to 30 minutes lang po of aerobic exercise. And one example, no, of aerobic exercise is dance. So imagine 20 to 30 minutes of dancing. So dancing is exciting and fun. Why? Because as I've said before, you can start dancing just as you are. This is one thing that I like about dancing, just as you are. So if you're not, that well-versed in dancing, if you really cannot sway that much, it's okay. Just as you are. And one thing also, it involves a lot of movement. Kaya according po sa mga cardiologists, maganda siya. Kasi kumbaga, example, when you jog in one place, so parang one plane, di ba? When you jump, one plane. Kapag nag-dance ka, may jogging na, may ganun pa, may baba pa, may akyat pa. Sasabihin pa sa'yo ng coach mo, lower, lower. Gaganyan pa yung coach mo, no? So, lower ka naman talaga. Diba? Tapos di ka na makabalik. So, that's one thing about dancing. And it involves a lot of playing. There's jumping, there's going down. Sometimes may rolling pa, no? You sway or you swing your arms, your hips, everything. So, what are let's go and unlock, no, the benefits of dancing. Number one, it strengthens the heart. It makes you more fit. Kasi yung dancing, meron siyang heart pumping effect. Yun na nga. Because you will breathe fast, and then mag-increase yung heart rate mo. So, magpapump talaga yan ng blood. Mabilis. Tapos full volume, no? So, kung yung ngayon, nandyan kayo, nakaupo, ganyan-ganyan, but when you dance, yung talagang full dance, ganyan siya, mabilis siya. Okay? So, what happens? It lowers your blood pressure kasi nga, nagiging efficient yung blood flow. So, yung mga barabarado, mga sarasaradong ugat, bubukas. And then, these blood vessels themselves will receive enough blood supply and oxygen because of good blood flow. And it lowers your bad cholesterol. Ito, yung bad cholesterol, ayaw po namin yan ng mga doktor dyan. Ito yung yung mga bumabara po sa mga ugat nyo. No? So pag nagpapalaboratory, makikita namin yan, tinitignan namin agad yan, yung bad cholesterol. And also, we also look at the good cholesterol, your high density lipoprotein. So the good cholesterol kasi is good, okay? Because it filters other bad cholesterol in your bloodstream. So that's what dancing can do, no? It will lower your bad cholesterol and increase your good cholesterol, and also prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Sino po yung mga may diabetes dito? Ano pong sabi ng doktor nyo? Di ba you were also told to exercise? Di ba those who have having diabetes were told to exercise and to move, to do brisk walking? Why? Because aerobic exercise po to, it will facilitate the movement or the flow of oxygen and blood flow in your muscles. And then mapa-facilitate po yung better what? Better flow of yung breakdown ng carbohydrates and fats. Again, paulit-ulit lang po siya. So, yung mga unwanted po, maaalis, mabe-burn. Tapos magagamit nyo pa as energy. Next po, ayan. It can also, you wanna be smart? Sinong gusto maging smart? Because dancing can boost brain power. So, it improves many aspects of cognition, including memory. So, earlier po, I said na I'm fit to discuss this with you, no? Kasi I am enrolled, no, in a gym class, and part nito, merong mga iba't ibang class na a-attenan mo. So I always choose the dance class. And there are different types, no, na ginagawa namin doon. So kapag ang class namin, yung involves moderate to vigorous intensity of dancing, yung from here, biglang magsuswitch down and then change of sudden steps, kailangan talaga memorize mo siya. Kailangan talaga magigets mo siya agad. Kasi kung hindi, makita mo, nakalingon na silang lahat, ikaw, nananatili ka pa rin. You're still there, ano? They've already changed the moves. Ikaw, you're still doing yung naunang moves, ano? Why am I sharing this? Kasi, when you dance, you really have to follow the steps, right? Merong steps you have to follow, and then you don't just memorize the step, but you tend to internalize and to study where will that hand in front will go. Minsan hindi mo naman siya mape-predict kasi let's say for example in dance class, agad na po yan Hindi naman sasabihin, practice muna tayo eto sayaw natin. And then after that, we will do it. No! Andun ka na kaagad, and you will watch the instructor, and then you will follow what the instructor is doing. Okay? So, yung i-anticipate, saan na kaya yung next? So, pag halimbawa, minsan, akala mo dito, hindi pala, dito pala yung next sa taas. No, that is what we call proprioception, the ability to determine where and when is the next move of your body. So that's very important po, no? Yung mga stroke, may mga stroke, they cannot do that Okay? So, another is, ayan po, you're able to recall the next step. Sometimes the instructor or someone, the leader will just say, okay, let's go back to the first. And then, kailangan i-match mo siya with the music. And then you will learn na, pag chorus na pala, ito pala yung step. And then on your next class, it's a different move again. So in that way, you improve your cognition, your memory. So they made a study among people who are 55 years old and up, 55 to 75, and they found out that it helps them improve their memory, the ability to remember, especially the short-term ones. So nagkakaroon ka rin ng focus, yung ability mo to focus and ability to be flexible. No, so when this is happening, alam niyo po ba ano nangyayari? You don't just watch. Your eyes, hindi lang yan watch yan or your body tend to follow that. But there is something happening in your brain. Nag-change yung structure. Yung mga, alam niyo yung brain natin, may mga connections. Okay? You know the electric lines outside sa mga posts? Yung brain na not working that much, putol-putol yung mga connection na yon. But then, when you do something like dance, you reconnect these loose connections and then you make new connections within our brain. So ano po yung importance nito? Ano yung importance nito? So, nagkakaroon tayo ng tinatawag na neuroplasticity. Are you familiar with that? Have you heard neuroplasticity? It changes the physical structure of your brain. Example, you're a person who have suffered stroke when enrolled or when that person do an exercise, let's say for 6 to 12 weeks na continuous and constant, they saw an improvement dun sa area ng brain niya. When they did the MRI, nakita nila yung change, nagkaroon ng blood flow na buhay, yung part na yun ng brain. Before, they say that once the brain cells is dead, it's dead. But now, newer studies have shown that it can regrow and be reborn. So, this is what we call neuroplasticity. So for those, you said, you cannot perfect dance. When you keep doing that, you can perfect it because your brain will make connections that will help you perfect that steps or dance moves. That is what happening. And this is protective, important because it is protective against Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Sino po rito yung makakalimutin? No? Konting limot, no? So, yung may mga demensya po, napaka-protective ito kasi it create new connections in your brain. And what will happen? It will enhance your memory. And this is very important, especially for those who are 50 and up. Napaka-importante po nito. So, it's not true that when you're old or when you're aging, there's this really high chance that you become forgetfulness. No, you practice your brain. And dancing can help you with that. Okay? Next slide. It is also an immunity enhancer. It makes you resistant to infection. So there is this study comparing the athletes versus those who are on a sedentary type of lifestyle. When we say sedentary, walang tamang choice sa buhay. Joke. Walang galaw, kung ano-ano kinakain. Not active at all. Sedentary, not active talaga. So they compare versus those who are athletes, no? And they find out that within 2 years, etong mga on a sedentary lifestyle or non-active people, nagkaroon sila ng 10 times flu. So they had 10 flu in 2 years' time versus the athletes who only have 1. Because, as I've said, when you do exercise, it increases your blood flow. And what happened? Ini-increase nga rin po yung flow ng mga good cells or fighting cells in our body, the immune cells that we called, and then what happened? It helps us, of course, boost our immune system. Also, nakita nyo kanina, number 2, di ba yung cancer na top cause of death in the Philippines? When you are exercising, nare-release mo yung killer cells. These killer cells are notorious in killing our cancer cells. So dancing can also help you on your immune system. Next is, it elevates your mood. Every time, before kasi po, kaya dun sa gym, after my work sa hospital, I go straight to the gym. And then, siyempre pagdating ko po doon, pagod na talaga ako. Tapos down in a sense na, hindi naman malungkot, pero parang down, wala nang energy. But after the dancing, the exercises I did, sobrang uplifted, feeling high. Kaya hanggang pag-uwi ko ng bahay, nagda-drive ako, sumasayaw-sayaw pa ako. No? Kasi andun pa yung energy. Why? Because dancing can elevate your mood. It will make you happy and more resilient. So give yourself daily a dose. What is dose? These are the neurotransmitters, neuropeptides. O sige, wag niyo napansinin yung word na yun. Basta, sila yung mga substance na lumalabas pag nag-exercise kayo. This is called dose. The dopamine, the oxytocin, the serotonin, and the epinephrine. Natandaan niyo po ba? Dose na lang. Tandaan niyo, dose. I need a dose today. I'm gonna dance, I'm gonna move. I need a dose today. So these are the effect of this neuropeptides in our body. It makes us happy. So we become more motivated. We find that what we're doing makes us more happy. It's more pleasurable than us. And then what else? We become more sociable, no? Kasi nag-change nga yung mood natin. And also, ayan, yung sa endorphin, tumataas po yung pain threshold natin. It also help us alleviate anxiety. Okay? Kaya pag nalulungkot po kayo, isayaw nyo na lang. Okay? So, in other words, it suppresses the stress hormone. Alam niyo po yung stress hormone? Tingnan niyo yung katabi niyo kung meron siyang stress hormone. Sige nga, anong oras na ba? Baka na-stress na po kayo sa dami. Meron ba? Wala. Stress hormones. Stress hormone, the cortisol, yung cortisol, nag-iisa. Okay naman po siya eh. Pero kasi itong hormone na to, pag mabilis to mag-accumulate sa body, and then when this accumulate, nagko-convert po to ng fats, ng mabilis into bad fats. That's why it's also not good, ano? So, on the next slide, you will see that it suppresses the stress hormone. So when you do dancing, it will make you happy and less what? Stress looking. As I've said, it soothes your stress, anxiety, and symptoms of depression. And also, it reduces the level of anger over time. No? Pag kami po ni Pastor Ricky, minsan nagkakainitan, meron po kaming ganito, alika na Han, isayaw na lang natin yan. So we will play this fast Christian music and isayaw na lang natin yan. No? Usually in the morning yan eh. Nag-uusap lang naman kami, tapos nagtatalo na kami pagkatapos. So after that, isasayaw na lang namin and then that's it. I don't know, no? But we're happy and this is the explanation to that. We were able to receive a dose. Next, yung mga hirap matulog. Sino pong hirap matulog? Dami. Overwork po yan. Overthinking. Ginudge. So, exercise can help you that. You know, every time I go to gym after that, ang sarap ng tulog ko talaga. No, so because it reduces what? The stress hormones. The stress hormone is also responsible why we can sleep. It also reduces the one that triggers depression. So they did a study, no, and they found out na yung mga may chronic, kahit chronic na yung insomnia mo, pwede yang ma-curb, pwede yang mabago, no? If you involve or you allow yourself to do exercises like dancing. Okay, so it's not true po kasi, you know what? It's not true that when you get old, less sleep. It's not true po. It's not true. You can still sleep like a baby. But I will not discuss it here kasi another book po yan. Next time. Okay, and it also on the next slide, aid in weight loss. Di ba po, pagka maganda yung blood flow, bini-breakdown niya yung carbohydrates and fats na stored sa body nyo, and that's it, no? No math needed. It makes you lose weight because you burn more calories. Okay? Disclaimer lang coupled po to on what you eat ha. Naman exercise. Yung mga kasama ko sa gym, minsan natatawa ko eh. Mag-exercise sila ng bonggang-bongga. Kasi meron pala silang aatenan na party pagkatapos. Hindi po ganun, ha? And it also increase, I think this is one thing that different from the rest of other exercises. Kasi it increases social connectedness, di ba? Yung mga radiant women, di ba? I mean, you become more involved, you become more sociable, di ba? When I was in the gym, wala akong kilala. Ang kilala ko lang, yung friend ko, doctor, na nag-invite sa akin. But then later on, syempre ngiti-ngiti ka kasi hahanap kayo ng place, ganyan, and then you will dance together. Tapos makikita mo na hindi ka pala nag-iisa sa hindi marunong sumayaw, no? So magtatawa na lang kayo. And then that's it, no? You start to develop friends kasi nagiging more engaging ka. And then you are together with other people na, like-minded, pareho kayong na-appreciate at gustong sumayaw. So yung ability mo to connect with others, nag-i-improve. You know that this is the only exercise, yung dancing talaga, di ba? Na you're able to connect with others. So it is also inclusive. Everybody, anyone can join. And it makes you more confident. Mamaya titignan ko kung sino na yung confident sa inyo after my discussion. It is also a stress buster and pain reliever. Because of the blood flow again, no? It strengthens your muscles. So it's not true po na pag may mga rayuma, sino may rayuma? Lahat dito, parang lahat kayo yes ang mga tanong. May mga masakit-sakit, ganyan, no? Naku, isayaw-sayaw nyo, iwagay-iway nyo yan, lalo na mamaya po, mawawala yan, no? Because it helps. It helps po, nice stretch. So when I did my gym, nawala po yung frozen shoulder ko. Kahit ilang beses na ako nagpamassage, neuromassage, pero with the exercise, nawala po yung frozen shoulder ko. And also, it helps you with your balance when you dance. Na yung balance, yung posture, na it helps, no? Na maintain nyo po siya. Next is eto. Related po to sa improving the pain reliever. Ito, in-emphasize ko to. Have you heard fibromyalgia? So fibromyalgia is a widespread pain of the musculoskeletal system. Dok, sakit ng dito ko. Ang sakit ng dito ko, Dok. Dok, dito din. Dito din. Kaya po ako nagpedya. Kasi pag adult medicine, lahat masakit. Ine-explain mo pa yung isang sakit nga napunta na kami sa ibang organ. So dito masakit dito. Tapos pag magtanong-tanong ka pa, malaman mo, may nangyari pala sa kanila, nag-away pala sila mag-asawa. So fibromyalgia, this is chronic widespread, and this is common sa Filipinos po. And common, that's why I discuss it here, it's common among women. Have you ever have this? There's pain, di mo ma-explain kung ano yan. Kung minsan masakit dito, no? Masakit balakang, masakit ulo, masakit ang likod, lahat masakit. So, it is associated with fatigue, headaches, sleep disturbances, and depression. And alam niyo po ba, walang cure to? It has no cure. You know what's the cure at what can help you prevent having fibromyalgia? Ang ganda po nung nabasa ko dun dancing. Yan. So hindi ko kailangan ng mahal na gamot. Hindi ko kailangan ng mga, ano ba yan? Mga mefenamic acid, ibuprofen. Hindi ko kailangan ng gamot na magpapadugo ng inyong sikmura. Sasayaw lang kayo, sapat na. So, example po, Zumba dancing on the next slide. On next slide po. Zumba dancing as a form of treatment for 3 months for patients with fibromyalgia was effective in improving pain and physical function. By the way, yung may mga fibromyalgia po, isang character nila, very sensitive sa pain. Kasi because of that, na-change na yung ability mo to interpret or to manifest yung pain. So, parang na-amplify nga yung existing pain mo. So, ano po yung fitness for? So, I'm done with the benefits. Those are the benefits. So, ano yung, paano mo ma-achieve yung benefit? So, how can we achieve the benefit, ano? So, ito po yung fitness formula. How much dancing do you need? Isang araw? 2 araw? So, according to American Heart Association, 150 minutes a week of moderate intensity physical activity, and that is dancing. Dancing is part of moderate intensity physical activity, 150 minutes po a week. If you want to be more vigorous, at least 75 minutes, or a combination of these. Kaya? Kaya? Kaya yan. Siyempre, ayaw nyo ma-stroke, di ba? So, you must, anong sabi? You must sweat. So, dapat po, when you're dancing, dapat mag-sweat, no? I mean, that's a determination kasi that you're really moving. So, an easy goal to remember is 30 minutes a day, 5 days in a week. So, yung 150, i-divide nyo po. Huwag niyo po gawin yung 150, especially kung beginner kayo. 30 minutes. And you have to choose morning, lunchtime, or in the midday, or in the evening. You can choose po. So, example po, Zumba, no? Ilan lang nawawalang calories, ilan nagbe-burn. Di ba, kumain ka na ng tama, tapos nag-Zumba ka pa, sexy mo na. So, 40 minutes Zumba workout can help you lose up to 369 calories. Parang yung isang Starbucks ba yun? Pag nag-Zumba ka, wala nang guilt feelings. Hindi po gano'n na. You make right choices in terms of food and exercising. So how do you get started? 4 steps, napaka-easy po. First is, how fit are you? Ayan. Gaano po kayo ka-fit? Magkakaiba kasi tayo ng age dito. Magkakaiba rin po tayo ng hinaharap sa buhay. Hindi. Magkakaiba po tayo ng age, magkakaiba tayo ng health condition. So how fit are you? Napaka-importante po. There are so many tests, pero ito po yung isa sa mga madali lang is yung heart rate nyo po. So we have the resting heart rate. Ito yung heart rate mo when you are at rest and you're not moving. The normal is 60 to 100. And then we have the maximum heart rate. Ito yung maximum heart rate mo na na-achieve mo yan when you are moving, when you are active. Okay? So yung formula niyan is 220 minus 45, minus your age. Age ko kasi yun. minus your age. And so that is your maximum heart rate. Kasi kailangan makuha natin yung target heart rate. Ano yung target heart rate? So, Yung target heart rate po, no, I'm not done with the other slide yet. Can you please go back? So yung target heart rate is a goal of how fast you want your heart rate to be while exercising. So, kailangan may target rate ka pala pag kayong nag-exercise or sumasayaw. I remember, pinagawa sa akin to ng tawag nito nung coach ko. Yung kailangan daw makuha yung target heart rate. Kasi bakit? Doon sa target heart rate mo po, doon ka nagbe-burn ng calories. So, kung halimbawa po, 220 minus 45, tapos yun po yung maximum, you get the 50% of that, at least yun yung starting mo, yun yung target heart rate mo. Doon ka nagbe-burn ng calories, doon natin masasabi na na-achieve mo yung benefit of dancing. So yan po, yung sa next slide is the example. Yan po yan. You can actually see it in Google. But this, make sure it's from the American Heart Society, no, kasi mas reliable. Next slide is, know your health condition. Kailangan po alam nyo kung ano yung health condition nyo, okay? Huwag po kayo basta sumugod. Baka mamay mahimatay kayo dyan, ano? May hypoglycemia pala kayo. Or those, even if you had naman previous strokes, you are still qualified to dance. Pwede pa po yan. Even if you have severe rheumatoid arthritis, pwede po yan. You just have to go to your doctor and ask your doctor or your physician what is the best exercise for you. The third step is choose your physical activity. Bakit daw po kailangan? Researcher says that if you choose your physical activity, mas magiging compliant ka rito mas susunod ka, mas gagawin mo siya, no? Example, if you choose dance, then you stick with that. And if that that is enjoyable for you as you do it, then you choose dancing. So, if you stumble when you dance, make it part of the dance. Okay? So, it's okay, no, na ma-stumble po kayo. Now, I have here, if you have to choose your activity, which dance style fits you? Do you like ballet? Sino po nagba-ballet? Wala, no? Wow. Wow na wow ako sa mga nagba-ballet. So, yan. So, if you like to dance solo under classical music and you prefer set of rules or sequence, then maybe you like ballet. Then, ballroom, Sino mga nagtatango salsa dyan? Okay, so this is a partnership dance and also follow a prescribed step of sequence, no? Ito yung nagkanda, apak-apakan na kayo ng partner mo. So if you like this dance, then you can choose this. And then Zumba. Zumba is an uninterrupted, continuous beat. So instead, ito yung mas vigorous. Actually, sobrang well-studied yung Zumba and recommended yan ng mga cardiologists. Kasi nga dahil intense siya, nagbe-burn ka talaga ng calories dyan. Next is street dancing or hip-hop, no? Wherein yung dance movement mo is closely related to the lyrics. So anything goes with this one. So the fourth step po is make realistic goals. Parang kanina minention niya, Doc Melody, na it doesn't happen overnight yung change. So sa exercising or dancing, make realistic goal. Yung totoo lang talaga para sa sarili mo, no? Number 1 is, ano ba yung goal nyo? Mag-lose ng weight? Mag-gain ng muscles? Mag-increase ng strength? Mag-improve ng endurance? Improve flexibility? Or for your overall health? No? So when my coach asked me this, sabi ko, Coach, wala na akong balak magpaka-sexy. Gusto ko lang, Coach, is ma-improve yung endurance ko, flexibility, and for my general health, no? And then, you have to scale your goal. Gaano mo ka gusto tong ma-achieve from 1 to 10? And then, it's important to start small. Wag po kayong halabirit ng ganun agad, ano? Dapat small and continuous. Yun po yung importante. Kesa yung isang bigla, tapos wala na, no? Start small, and then treat your dancing like a workout. Ibig sabihin, before dancing, dapat nakapag-warm up, and then after that, you also make another warm up or stretches. So treat it like an exercise. a workout. You know, one thing good about dancing, kasi sobrang fun nga, hindi mo alam nag-exercise ka na pala. Nag-workout ka na pala. And keep your feet moving. Hindi naman dito kailangan na perfect. Di ba? Kahit nga madapa ka, matumba ka. Sige lang, go lang, di ba? So, dancing is transformative. Did you notice it changed your body? It can change your body. It even affects your mental health. And it can even change your ability to connect with people. I say that this is transformative because I remember they use dancing, Zumba, as part of evangelism way back 2014 in Binyan City with regards to planting Lake City Church, which is now Lake City Church. So they use dancing to reach out for the community, to reach out Binyan. Kaya po ngayon 10 years na yung Lake City Church. It is through dancing. So, you can use dancing in your churches. In our church po, sa December 1 is our 10th anniversary. I asked the ladies to dance. Because I wanted to develop within them yung connectedness. So whenever they're doing the practice, I feel joy seeing them getting connected with each other. It's a form of creating bonding. Okay, I think I missed something. Nasaan na yun? May papremyo pa naman tayo. Can I ask for 5 volunteers po? 5 volunteers takbo po rito sa unahan. 5? Pastor? 5, okay? Ayan, I have here. Ayan, okay na to. Ang bibilis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, kalat po kayo rito. Okay, I want you to watch. Harap po kayo rito. And I want you to watch and follow the video.
And press the bell icon for more updates.
John 3:16 now. Ay, wag po muna kayo malis.
For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son for those who believe. John 3:16?
Okay, in Him?
In Him, who believe in Him, should not perish but have an everlasting life.
Okay, hinihingal-hingal, ma'am.
John 3:16, For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in Him should not perish, but have an everlasting life.
Ma'am, ikaw. Okay, John 3:16.
John 3:16, For love so...
Okay, thank you so much. Wait po, yung first 5. Ma'am, I will just make to follow your gift, ha? Pastor Ray will hand over your gift. Thank you so much for participating. That is the Talk test. After some exercise, we asked them to recite something. So napansin nyo, may hiningal, merong hindi hingal. So for ma'am, sumasayaw ba talaga kayo?
Minsan mo.
Minsan. So si ma'am, kailangan niya muna mag-start small, simple steps, no? Kasi from her, nalaman natin na hindi siya makasyadong makasalita after the activity. So for her, the step might turn out to be vigorous, while for the rest, it turned out to be a moderate one. So that's the talk test. Thank you so much po, ma'am. Promise, to follow. I remember you. Thank you so much po. So yun po yung talk test to determine how fit are you before you dance. So, I think before that, let me end with this. In 1 Corinthians 6:19, do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you have received from God? I know all of us here are servants of God, right? And we wanted to do more for His ministry. We wanted to reach out more. So let's take care and be good stewards of our body. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Palakpakan natin liwat. Si Doc. Okay, si Ma'am Nides may araanay nga ihambal.
We'll give her the certificate. Okay. The reason po na umakyat ako, para malaman po ninyo ito. Hindi ko sana sasabihin ko na. Kasi pasalamat ako kay Doc Melody una. Naintindihan ko po, if you had been noticing na medyo may sakit ako, hindi ako sakitin. Kaya lang po, I went to Japan for 10 days kasi birthday po ng asawa ko, nagbigay sa amin ng birthday trip para sa kanya. Whew. And now I was listening to Doc Melody. Coming back from Japan, 2 days after, ay para pong tinatapon ako. Wala na akong sense of balance. And she gave me the word. Yes, the other day, nag-crash pala yung katawan ko. And while listening to her, I understood. In Japan kasi for 10 days, hindi kami nag-eat ng breakfast, Doc. And I am a breakfast person. I always eat a whole breakfast in the morning at naputol po yan for 10 days. Thank you, Doc Melody. Now I understand. So, I had my laboratory test. I was so scared kung ano yung sakit ko. Sabi ng doktora that was checking me up in Rojas City, sabi niya, Ma'am Nides, hindi ko ano problema ko. Sabi niya, gutom. So, I decided to say this publicly to thank Doc Melody and also to let you know, I'm sorry po, some of you ay inaabangan niyo ako magpa-picture kahit po hindi naman ako masyadong maganda, okay? Pero I'm sorry po kung minsan kasi I am not ready physically. Pag sinabi ko pong hindi muna, vinivertigo. Nahihilo po ako. So at least alam niyo po yung situation. I was so, I don't want to use the word angry. Bakit ba naman magsasamit na ngayon pa ito nangyari when the whole few months before, I had been dancing and twirling with the Radiance women preparing for this summit. So, but now I understand and I believe everything has a reason for. Amen, no? And pangalawa po, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Doc Jed. Inaanak ko po ito eh. We are happy for 2 doctors in our team, no? And thank you, Jed, because honestly po, I was a bit apprehensive kung paano po tatanggapin ng mga babae, ito yung programa ko sa pagsayaw. Kasi kung minsan po, merong nag-think na pag sumayaw ka, lalo yung mga music ay hindi Christian song, sabi nila napaka-worldly ko daw. Okay. Like sabi mo, there are programs, fitness programs like Zumba. My son is out there. He is actually a licensed Zumba instructor. Kaya nagsusumba po kami. At sabi niya sa akin, Mami, franchise po yun. Hindi pwede na ibang music ang gagamitin natin. Hindi po pwede yung alive forevermore at sasayaw tayo ng Zumba. So I really want you to understand that. And so thank you, Doc Jed. Okay? Sabi ko nga kay mga kaibigan ko, dadami na ito ang subscriber ko sa aking YouTube channel. So please, we are putting up a lot of dance in my YouTube channel kasi pinipili namin yung mga dances namin. Subscribe please to my YouTube channel, Zenny Kalusay, okay? But hey, tayo muna dyan. We will dance. Isa pa, I think this is worth mentioning. Sabi kanina ni Jed at ni Doc Melody man, kahit po itong mga fitness programs, pwede natin gamitin for evangelism. Ang church ninyo, di ba? Ang FD nila noong nagplant ng church ng Lake City Church, yung Zumba instructor doon sa likod, okay? And another very recent proof, pwede nating gamitin sa evangelism, nakapag-plant po kami, kasama ko po yung mga Radiance Women, nakapag-plant po kami ng isang bagong church sa Panabo City. Ang aming method, sayaw. Okay? Pwede ko pang patayuin ang ating pioneer pastor, si Philami, at ang kanyang mga kasamahan. Ito po yung part ng bagong church. Hallelujah! The Panabo! Praise the Lord! At dahil nga sabi mo, we can make a lot of connections. Mga tao doon, hindi kami makapag-Bible study, pero pwede kaming sumayaw. And we made connections, we made friends, and they are here. We have a new church in Panabo City by all possible means. So, we would like to express our thanksgiving to you. Sa ulitin, trade din ito. Okay? Hindi ko na po babasahin, secret lang po yan dito. But you can put your fruits there and everything. But you can drink. Okay, so let's have a picture, please. So, after this, we dance.